In this video, you're coming with me to see our recent trip to Uganda. We're part of the Made Blue Foundation, and that is a Dutch charity which helps bring freshwater projects to developing nations. Now, along with Jordan from Soap2O and other ambassadors from Made Blue, we visited the Pearl of Africa, and we definitely got more than we expected. Now, just quickly before we dive into some of the footage from Uganda, how it works is pretty simple really. We choose a couple of products within the Source range, and every time one of those products gets purchased, Source will donate a percentage of the profits to Made Blue. One sachet equals 33 litres of fresh drinking water, and that is enough for one child for 1 week. Enough about that, let's head to Uganda. Okay, we're off to Uganda with the Made Blue team, who are the water charity that both Source and Soap2O support. And the team from Made Blue are going to show us around some of the projects which we are now involved in, and we're going to bring you everything we see on our little travel log.
Just a little product review.
He's cracked already, we haven't even taken off yet, and he's broken them out.
These have got salted caramel inside of them. Absolutely phenomenal. So we have arrived in Entebbe. After many hours, we have finally got through customs. We're now waiting on a few bags to come through, and the journey begins.
And here we have a Ugandan visa, stamped, approved entry. Let the adventure begin.
Unbelievable they've let him in.
During our 5-day trip, we were scheduled to meet with schools, villagers, local authorities and the project coordinators who are on the ground helping roll out these projects in schools and communities. A couple of hours into our journey, we stopped in a little town here. Lots of action going on. Busy central hub. Amazing just to see the culture here. After a short bus ride up into the hills, we can come to this vista where you can absolutely understand why people say Uganda is the Pearl of Africa. Lush green hills, mountains. On the other side of that mountain range is the Democratic Republic of Congo. But what we see here is just the most beautiful view of villages and farms. So one of the main project leaders for Made Blue is Michael, and he's been coordinating our trip, and he's just going to catch up with us now, and we'll hear a bit more about the reasons why we're here, what we're going to see, who we're going to meet, and the wider idea of these projects.
So we've just arrived at the district where we're doing the Wash and Schools third phase program. We're now being received by the district officials for a meet and greet, after which we will be visiting the 2 schools where we've been working on a Wash and Learn program for the past 2 years, meeting with the school board, of course with the children, learning how we've been able to make an impact in the previous time, and also looking forward on how we can make even more impact in the next few years. Together with a group of our donors, we're here together, joined by my cameraman Ollie and about 10 others, using our joint knowledge and expertise to discuss and learn from what's been working well, maybe what's been working not so well, and how we can move forward into the future, making an impact.
So we've just been here at a local community hall, I think it's the town hall actually, meeting with project leaders,
politicians, doctors, health ministers, etc. And one of the main takeaways from that for me was the implications of fresh water just on a culture, on society, because the ramifications of not having fresh water, particularly for girls, means that they drop out of school. And when they drop out of school, they're more likely to get pregnant at a young age, which continues a cycle of pregnancies, health issues. It's all connected to the menstrual system.
Now, one of the many highlights of our trip was being guests to St John's School, and the head teacher, Jane Katira Abuki, was an incredible woman, and we're still in touch with her today. Her school provided the most unbelievable welcome.
Good. Nice to meet you, buddy.
Donations for drinking water.
Now, not only did they show us around their school and show us how the water project has enabled circular economies, things like irrigation for fresh fruit and vegetables which they sell to the village, water for sanitation so they can launder and wash menstruation products, a latrine, which means that the urine that collected from the boys' urinals is then irrigation for food for pigs, and then the pigs are then sold into the local community. You get the idea. Fresh water is the foundation for prosperity. Without it, it's a dead end, and people's lives are so much different.
Good afternoon, school. Good afternoon. How are you? We are always Jesus. Yes, let's start our presentations.
Not only did they welcome us in style, they put on this most incredible production. And their teachers and their students had worked on this for months and months, knowing our visit was imminent. And this production was a play that showcased life before freshwater and after. And the 6 or 7 Made Blue ambassadors who were with us, including myself, were completely blown away.
Sanitation, sanitation, sanitation. Sanitation is the key to good health. Wash your hands before eating. Wash your hands after visiting the latrine. Sanitation, sanitation is part of our life. When we wash, we have a healthy mind. A healthy mind develops as we grow. Sanitation is healthy.
They put humour into it where you think there's no space for humour. They put drama and they put emotion, because this is such an emotive subject. Because when girls, for example, don't receive fresh water, 80% will leave the education system. And that means that their quality of life is going to take a massive, massive nosedive compared to those that do get fresh water. Young girls will be likely to thrust into motherhood in their teens. They will need to live hand to mouth, often doing some sort of trading on the roadside with fresh produce or whatever commodity they can get their hands on just to feed their family. Also, it's worth noting that it's often the women or the children that have to go to wells, and this can take an hour each way, even more. So the girls that do arrive at school after having fetched the water for their family in the morning often arrive dehydrated, tired and unable to concentrate, which has a massive impact on their ability to absorb the education. Now, on the very top of the head teacher's list of priorities for 2023-2024 term, it wasn't education targets, it wasn't finances, it was sanitation. And that left a lasting impression on us all. Whilst we were at St John's School, we met with a gaggle of entrepreneurs who had come from afar just to meet with us and talk to us as business people, from one business person to another. And they have exactly the same anxieties and stresses and difficulties that any other business around the world faces. Supply and demand, access to resources, funding. They wanted to know about profits and loss, cost of goods, everything that us as business owners can relate to. The fresh water was underpinning so many of their businesses as well. And so having met these entrepreneurs at the school, we were just so motivated and inspired to go and do better in our businesses as well as trying to support them.
We're able to raise through the program and also the contributions we were able to receive through the fundraising model.
I went for training. There are several trainings that you
Here we have a document which shows us how to make soap. So Jordan is taking notes.
We'll make something happen, I promise.
Yeah, we go back to the garden. Again.
Hey, how are you? Fine, thank you.
Okay, we're here at the school. They've done this amazing presentation. They explained how life was before clean water, fresh water, about our menstrual periods, about latrines, all of the sanitation implications. And now they're just saying a really nice warm farewell. See you guys. See you guys. Nice to meet you all. Thanks for having us. You're the best. Cheers guys. Peace out. Peace out. So that summarises our trip here to St John's School. 1,100 children and teachers and staff have met us, with entrepreneurs as well. It's just been the most humbling, rewarding, incredible trip. What a great visit and what lovely people.
Obviously we did pay for our own trip to go to Uganda, but it's a good opportune moment to thank customers of Soap2O and SoliClean for helping to contribute to such life-changing projects using fresh water via Made Blue. It doesn't cost much to help change a life. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and some of my shots that I was lucky enough to get from such a beautiful country. I'll see you in the next one.